Tinker wanted to join the video, right, Tinker? Can you hear her purring? Hey everybody, welcome back to Toe's Colorful World. Today's video is a little bit different. Instead of showing you what I do during the week and all the fun things that I get to see and do, I am going to show you how we recycle here at Main Street Exchange. We reuse so many different things that it's kind of insane. When I was putting together my list of things that I'm going to go over, I was just astonished. I have an entire paper front and back about all of the things that we reuse and we recycle and upcycle. So that's what today's video is all about, and I can't wait for you to learn a little bit more about what we do, and then I'd like to learn a little bit about what you do and what kind of resources you use to recycle in your own way. So I want to explain this in different sections, like different parts of the store and different parts of our system. So I first want to talk about our checkout area. So when you're at the register, when someone brings up their stuff, la-da-da, I ring them up, la-da-da, I ask them, would you like a bag? In New York State, we cannot give out plastic bags as a store, and I think that's a wonderful idea, and I'm so glad that we do. And we do have the option to charge people 5 or 10 cents per bag. I think it's 5 cents. If I'm wrong, correct me. But I do not charge for bags because the community just gives us bags. When people collect a bunch of paper bags, they then bring them to us and we can reuse them. I have about 4 bags of just random paper bags that people have brought to us. Like, here's a Victoria's Secret bag and a Verizon bag and like a wine bag, just random bags that they have collected, and rather than throwing them out, people bring them to us, which is so incredible. Getting your community to help you out is what small businesses are for, and shopping local. So along with paper bags, people actually bring us reusable bags. So we have so many different kinds between tote bags and other stores' reusable bags. This one's a Spectrum bag. We are always set on paper and reusable bags to give out to people, so we do not charge because we don't pay for them. Now we do have backup bags that we have purchased, paper ones of course with handles, but we hardly get to use those because we have enough paper bags that the community gives us, which is amazing. So another thing is when someone gets something fragile, because we do sell a lot of glass, newspaper is obviously the biggest item that we use to wrap things up. And since I personally get the newspaper at home, the daily newspaper, I have so much newspaper. I have bags of newspaper. So we never have a problem with running out of paper to wrap up glass items, which is amazing. And this also works for our online selling because we do sell online. Now for shipping, for our online sales, we do reuse old shipping boxes and shipping packages. Look at this. We have so many between poly mailers and bubble mailers. We have it all. And of course, we do scribble out names and addresses and cover those labels so it's safe and it's sustainable. And they are making mailers these days that have 2 strips of that tape, so you can open it, and then if you need to return something, you can just reuse that mailer, and it is perfect. And that is an amazing idea, and I hope that more places do end up using these mailers. And it works out for us, especially if people don't return them, then we can just reuse that seal, which is even better because it looks better. We do also reuse plastic bags. Like when people bring us, no. I'm so sorry. Tinker, go, go, go. Please. Please. Or sit there. That works too. So we do reuse plastic bags, like plastic baggies. When people bring us jewelry, they typically bring them in these plastic bags. Or if they bring us small things, or I don't know, just little things, we do reuse them. Like this one has a consignor number on it, and I think I've reused these bags every week for months now. I mean, like they're so handy, and we have all the different sizes. So if someone buys some jewelry or just small little pieces, I am able to put them in these baggies and let them take them. And I always ask that people reuse their bags, because that's just how we're gonna get the message out there. Look at, there's so many different bags. And along with the jewelry idea, if they don't want a bag because there's a gift, or they want something nicer to, I don't know, hold stuff, or if they actually need boxes, we do have jewelry boxes. When we display things, sometimes we don't use the boxes, and so we'll just reuse these boxes for other people. And we have all different colors and sizes and things, so it works so well. And that's what we do to bag up and box up things. Along with something that we don't waste is our receipts. We do not give out receipts after a purchase. We have one final end tape, and that is it. So if someone does want a receipt, we can send it to them digitally if they use a card. If they have cash and they want a receipt, then unfortunately we do have to clip our receipt and give them our copy of that receipt. But we try not to. Most people are understanding, and most people just wad up the receipts and throw them out anyway. So it works for so many people for us not to give out receipts. That's pretty much all that we do at the register when someone is checking out. Now, consignment and donations is a different ballpark, and it is so handy. Now, when someone comes in with their donations or consignment items, we do ask that clothing comes in 13-gallon bags, and they have to be the white kind, because that's how we identify whose stuff is whose, because we write on the bags. And now when people bring us those bags and then we tag things, we keep those plastic bags and we reuse them in other ways, such as consigners who bring in stuff that don't know, or they forget that they need to put them in plastic bags. We will rebag their stuff into these used plastic bags. We also use them for our trash cans, which is really helpful because we never have to buy trash bags for our trashes. Also, at the end of the month, I do have to bag up our dollar racks, because we then donate those extra clothings, the ones that don't sell after each month. We bag those up and take them to thrift stores, and we reuse those bags. So let me just show you. So here's a plastic bag, and it has consignment number. This is used 2 different times. This bag was also used 2 different times. Like this one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 different times was this bag filled. So we hardly ever throw out bags, which is so good for the environment, and then we'll just keep reusing them. Now, what happens after the thrift store gets them is another story, but at least we didn't have to use a bag, throw it out, and get a new bag. That's just silly. So that's what we do with those, and sometimes consigners bring their stuff in paper bags, and we reuse those paper bags or the reusable bags and boxes. So we reuse all of the packaging that does come to us, and that's a really good way for you to recycle, and that's a good way for you to do it at home too, and in other retail stores. So I hope that these tips are helping you kind of come up with different ways to reuse the things that you receive, especially if it's plastic. Use your plastic as much as possible. Another way that you can reuse them is for your recycling. So you get a paper bag, right? La da da. And a lot of times you can use the ones without handles, and those ones are even better because it's easier to reuse bags with handles than it is to reuse bags without handles. So you can take that and fill that up with recycling and then just throw that entire bag into the recycling, because recycling, you can't use a plastic bag. It messes up the machines that they have and they can't process it, therefore they can't use that. And so if you put everything in your paper bags, then one, you're reusing your paper bags, and two, you're making it so you don't need like a big plastic container to put your recycling in. So that's amazing. And my last topic about what we reuse is furniture. I'm putting this in as we reuse because we buy secondhand, or things are given to us secondhand, and then we can use them. Now, pretty much everything we have in this store is secondhand. And that is something that I am very proud of, because I know that things are unique and things are different and they are well loved. I'm gonna take you around and show you what I mean by that and what things we have that are secondhand. So I'm gonna do that now. Our lamps and light fixtures are pretty much all secondhand. This board is secondhand. And Barb, my old boss, made this one, inspired by that one. So it's really incredible how she was just able to make this item for the shop, probably at no cost to her, which is really awesome. Also, this is my outfit for the day. Got my cute little necklace, my earrings, and my hair, and my favorite leggings. Boom, 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 boom. And one of my favorite lace shirts. So cute. So this corner has a few secondhand items, like this shelf I got from a woman who just donated it, and I thought it would look perfect in the shop, so that's what I have used. That is also secondhand, probably didn't sell in the shop, and that is why it's here. Now, oops, sorry for all the lighting change. Now, this mannequin, along with others, are secondhand as well. And they are so handy. I use them every day, and I just love styling my girls. This is Susie. Now, these racks were also given to us. Secondhand, a woman had used them in her shop, and they're made with this iron or steel, so they hold up really, really well, and they take a lot of weight, so that's amazing. Bookshelf, obviously, secondhand. Our little reading chair. These shelves we built. Well, I didn't build them, but somebody had built them specifically for our shop. So they're not secondhand, but we didn't have to buy them from a big retailer, and they weren't factory made. Now that I have showed you and explained to you how we reuse and recycle and how we get things secondhand to make our shop more sustainable, I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of knowledge on how we have found things secondhand to furnish our shop, and how you can get secondhand items easier. So some online resources are obviously Craigslist, eBay, and there's some other places, I'm sure. I don't really go online for things because I believe in the community and using the community for resources, but if you did want to go online, you can also look at Facebook. Facebook is an amazing resource for finding used goods in multiple ways too, more than you would think. So one way Facebook is beneficial is Marketplace. Obviously, Marketplace is a big platform on Facebook that anyone can use. It's free to use, it's easy. You just list something and then someone can message you, and then they come to you or you go to them, and it's so easy. Another way that Facebook is really beneficial is that they have online garage sales within your town. I'm sure of it. Now you can just like type in your town and garage sale, or someplace in your area garage sale, New York, or whatever state you're in, and there are probably lots of pages that people post their furniture or their used goods, and that is a way that you can obtain or purchase some of your pieces that you need. And another way that you can do this, and I'm not sure about what other towns have things, but in my community we actually have our Helping Neighbors page, and if I needed something I could just go on there, say, hey, does anyone know where I could get this, or does anyone have any resources on how to find this, you know? And there are so many people on those Facebook pages that there's bound to be someone who could help you, or at least lead you in the right direction. So that is a wonderful way, and Facebook is incredible for that reasoning. Now, some other ways you can try and find some used furnitures and fixings and things like that is to just ask around. You know, word of mouth is one of the best ways to get answers or get help with something. Another way in person is to go to your local thrift stores, or even if you have to go to a couple towns over or a different state over, you are bound to find something that you need or can convert into something that you need. And obviously used furniture stores are also a really great way, though those could possibly be a little bit more expensive because they specialize in furniture, whereas a thrift store, they may not know some things and you might get a little deal, or they might be a charity ran thrift store and that could be helpful, and you're supporting your local community. I cannot stress it enough about how important it is to support the people around you. These people in your town are also looking out for you, so it's just a great way to source used goods. Another in-person place to find used furniture, especially store fixtures, is to go to a store closure sale. There's always stores closing, which is unfortunate, but it's a real thing, and they will always try and help you out with finding fixtures, especially at a reduced price. So my last piece of advice is to be patient. When you are shopping for used goods, you can't just go to a store and say, I need this or I need that, and they'll be like, no problem, I'll just go to the back and grab that, or here's that exact model or item that you needed. Sometimes you just have to wait. And I am realizing this in my own journey of being a business owner, because there are things that I would like to switch out or revamp or, you know, just reorganize, but it may not be exactly what I need. So you just have to be patient. If you don't find what you need, make it, or find something that's close to it that you can revamp and make what you want. That is all that I have for you today in this video. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that you learned a little something. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you like and subscribe, and please comment different ways that you recycle and you have found to source different items. I'm always looking for new resources, online and in person. So please let me down below. Please let me know down below. And I all hope that, can't even speak. I hope that you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Bye. Was that cute? Did you like that, Tinker? You just wanted to be held. You silly kitty.